Okay, Reggie. I wanted to get your thoughts on Suge and Billy Garland's separate interviews that they did, and I wanted to ask you just some highlights that I pulled from it and get your response. And they can be short, and I'm going to try to do a couple of different ones all in the same segment. Is that okay? Okay. Okay. With Suge, I wanted to ask you first. He said that he came up with the name Death Row. Did you ever hear that, and do you agree?
Well, to be honest, that was before my time. I'll be the first to know to admit it. We have always heard James said that they used to be called Future Shock, and then we also heard say another name. But we heard the interview by Jewel, where Jewel pretty much took credit for coming up with the name Death Row. I'm one of those that believe, and I know Suge ran shit back then. Suge was the boss, and so if Suge say, he throw shits around. That's one thing about Suge Knight I know. He'd throw something to this person and this person and this person. And even me, I would think, well, I the one came up with that and all of that. But you ultimately got to give the response or the credit to the person that made the final decision, right? Football coaches, they getting fired left and right for making bad decisions. Coaches in Chicago just got fired for making a bad decision. And so I say that to say the buck stops generally at the boss. So if Suge is the one that sealed it and said, Death Row it is, then he came up with the name. And so I believe that's why he says that.
Okay. He said in regards to the Gina Longo thing that that the attorney or prosecutor or whatever came to him and basically made him sign his daughter and made him lease a house in Malibu so that they would back off from him. Do you believe that?
I can't say how the conversation went, but I can say Suge came to me and told me. He didn't tell me who it was, but he was like, hey, this DA or this person is, offering me to rent his house for $25,000 a month in Malibu, and he's the supervising DA on my case. Do you think I should do it? I think they just had such a great working relationship, and David Kenner had a great relationship because y'all got to remember David Kenner was friends with Longo. They used to work in the DA office together, and so that's how their relationship happened. And David Kenner might have been like, "Hey, to Longo, hey, I can make Suge, I can, have Suge do this, if you give him some leniency or whatever." But that spot that Suge got, it wasn't like it was no fucking slum area or nothing like that. Y'all got to remember, Warren Beatty lived in there. Larry Hagman lived in there. It was the best spot, gated community in Malibu at the time. So, and Suge loved that spot. And the Genie Longo thing, I'm sure it was like, hey, my daughter trying to be in the music business. I really believe it was some backdooring done by that hell of an attorney. I tell you, the best negotiator attorney alive in my mind, David motherfucking Kenner. We're just like, hey, sure. Hey, Mr. Longo, if I do these things, can we just make this shit go away? Can we get him a 9-year suspension on a ADW case and have a joint suspension and some probation if I make these things happen? So that's just Suge. Suge playing the victim role.
Okay. When it comes to Billy Garland, he mentioned that. Okay, so he mentioned that Suge was not shot in the head when the situation happened with him and Tupac, and that Suge just says that to paint himself as a martyr.
Well, I have even made those statements and said that I believe it was a piece of fragment or something like that. Reggie Wright and Billy Garland, how in the fuck would either one of them know? We wasn't the doctors on this case. We ain't never did no x-rays or saw no x-rays from his skull. So how can we say it? It is just our opinion. I have said it. So I can't shit on Billy Garland for saying that. But it's our opinion. Suge Knight, the only one that really knows. Now, I don't believe they would have let him out of the hospital that quick if it was a fragment of a bullet in his skull, like he claims. But who are we can just we gotta say shit like that just to say it didn't happen. We can't say that. We don't know. We never did no type of exam on him to say that. And so that would be my take on that. It's our motherfucking opinion. And you know what an opinion is? It's just like an asshole. We all got one, right?
And they all stink. Okay, something else he said, Reggie, was that
My ass don't stink right now.
he said he doesn't trust Suge and that the hospital death threats were just rumors and that he believes it came from Suge.
Why would Suge do that? I mean, why? Well, I mean, there were just people that probably was up there calling, crank calling. People do that all the time back in the 90s and stuff. You didn't have all that Star 69 and all the technology that we have today, to track things and all that. So people was calling in bomb threats and crank calls like crazy in the 90s and stuff like that. Y'all got to remember, the technology that we live into today, we didn't have prior to the 2000s, y'all. Y'all live in a different era, which is great, I think. But just different time periods. Suge wouldn't have did nothing like that. Suge was hurt. Suge loved Tupac Shakur. It wasn't just a money thing with Suge. I know a lot of y'all believe that, want to believe that and all of that. Suge hadn't benefited yet what he was going to benefit from Tupac being on death row. Suge was about to get a monthly of $1.5 million a year. I mean, a month, I'm sorry, because of the work that Tupac had did on his new deal that he had signed in August. But he hadn't benefited from it yet because they immediately canceled it, after all of that shit that happened. We were riding around in limos. We were riding around on private planes. We were on the 50-yard line at the Super Bowls. We were staying in the Four Seasons or the Estes House and had spots on Wilshire, even I, prior to Tupac even coming to death row. So my point is, Tupac didn't change death row life one bit. We probably would have. It was going to take it to another level, but we hadn't been able to reap the great work that Tupac did on All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli, because Suge, was incarcerated, and then, as we know, the company and things declined after that point. So, yeah, I don't agree with that.
Okay, and lastly, something that Billy Garland said that I wanted to get your thoughts on, because I've heard other YouTubers and interviewers say this as well, that Suge influenced Tupac and that he pumped Tupac up to do or be something that he wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know what he means by that. If he's talking about the MOB stuff and all of that, okay, that could be from being around, that type of people. When I mean, the Buntries, the Herons, and all of them, being around the studio with that, being around them. But I don't look at Tupac as a follower, y'all. I just don't know why Billy want to make his son out to be a follower. But I can understand him saying that because his Aunt Gloria said that too in the documentary, where she was like, I can't believe Pac is doing that or did that. So I know that's a belief that they all had. But Pac was Pac. Pac wasn't a follower. That's what he was doing. Y'all got mad at Wack. Wack said it. Wack said it a little in a different way than his dad, but I have to defend Tupac then, even when Wack was saying he was a follower, and one minute he was a revolutionary, one minute he was a power rule, one minute he was this. Well, that's what people believe. And I think that's what his daddy is saying. Or his sperm donor is, I'm sorry for saying that. I'm so sorry, Billy. I didn't mean to call you that. That's what the sperm donor is saying. And I think that's his opinion and the opinion that a lot of people have. But the Pac I knew in those 11 months, he was not a follower. And he wasn't a follower of Suge. He was a person that took the lead and spoke up, and Suge allowed him. Like Suge was standing next to him, right by him while he was talking that Death Row East stuff, when he was talking, in the camera and all of that. I've been in many conversations where Suge be standing right there with him and letting Pac say what he say. The meetings. Y'all hear about all the meetings that were done in Death Row. The red rooms and all that by different people other than Reggie Wright. Who they always said was saying stuff. Who they were saying was doing all the talking and doing a lot of the talking there. It was Tupac. Who they say took off on Sam Snead and all of that. Who did they say was mad because Sam Snead, had the video shoot and all of that. Who on the beach was doing all the talking and all of that when they were talking about, what y'all see Suge saying about, that's why I fucked your wife, because you told me to fuck that ugly bitch and all of that. Oh, that was Tupac, and Suge was pretty much following him. So that's the Tupac I know. That's the Tupac I observed in those 11 months. But I think, I was just going to say, I think that's the sperm donor gets all of that just from hearing and listening and talking to other people that had nothing to do with Tupac's life. Because he be over there in conversations with the groupie and all of that all the time and all of that, and that's where he gets most of his opinion from. And he just reiterating over there on Vlad what the groupie and him have been having conversations on and off the camera about. It's my opinion.